here back with another informative video for Gathware Fitness, and today's video is going to be something different. We are going to be talking about looks. A lot of you all, like all of us, go to the gym to look shredded. You want to look buff. You want to have those big arms. You know what I'm saying, right? You want to fill up those t-shirts, get those nice round dilts, so that we can impress whoever it is that you want to. And that is why all of us go to the gym. Like, at least we start going to the gym, and then it kind of becomes an addiction, right? But when people start, most of us, we don't know what to do. We just go out there and hit arms every day, or we just listen to a trainer, right? Who most of the times is wrong. Like he would probably ask you to do cardio, and you would be like, I came here to put on some mass. Why am I doing cardio, right? And that's like the staple routine that they have. They always do cardio, and then they would ask you to do some kind of circuit routine, which in my opinion is total bullshit. So in this video, okay, we are not going to be talking about anything specific. We are going to be going into a wider point of view, and it's going to be generic, right? What should you do, in terms of lifting and in terms of your nutrition, cardio and all these things to get the physique that you want and look like you lift. Just buff but not too buff, just ripped but not too ripped. So let's dive into the video. So let's talk about what is fitness. Fitness is your overall thing. You need to be performing better than how you were performing yesterday. If it was lifting weights, you need to be lifting more than what you were lifting yesterday. If it was your stamina, you need to have more stamina than what you had yesterday, right? So fitness is like an all-round thing, and it should not be just limited to lifting weights, or it should not just be limited to cardio. It should be a mix of two things. And please, even if you want to lose weight, cardio should not be the only answer, right? You should do some kind of strength training. It all depends on what you want to do. If you want to lift weight, if you want to get bigger, then your focus should be more towards lifting weight. And if you're someone who wants to lose weight, your focus should be more towards cardio. But this does not mean that you do only one thing and you don't do the other, right? So a lot of people who I see, they just start off by doing cardio in the gym. I've seen so many skinny people doing cardio in the gym. My question is why? I see a lot of women mainly doing cardio. Women are so scared of touching weights. They think they can build a lot of muscle and they'll be big. That is not the case. Weight training or strength training is very important, and I'll make videos on this, why women should lift and why women can never look as big and as monstrous as guys, because women don't have the testosterone to build that. And there are people who look like that. It is because of different other things that they're taking, which is not healthy, and it's just the way they train. So I'll cover all these topics in subsequent videos. So let's get more about how to get big, buff, leaner. So the first mistake that I see a lot of people doing is, I want it now. I want it immediately. No, I want to get big now. I want to get lean now. I want to get stronger right now. Right now doesn't happen in lifting. Lifting takes time. Lifting takes a lot of time. And I'm sure that if you're watching this video, you want to do things naturally. And when I say naturally, whey protein is natural, supplements are natural, steroids are not natural, and we are going to be talking about that. So if you are into natural stuff, if you want to get big naturally, it takes a lot of time and effort. And the moment you step inside the gym, someone should tell you this, and you should get that into your head. It is going to take a lot of time. You are not going to look like Arnold in like a month. Okay, so set goals accordingly. Just don't say that in the next 3 months I'm going to look like Arnold. You're going to look like Arnold in probably the next 15 years. That's how long it takes. That's how long Arnold trained, right? So now that we covered the basics of fitness, let's move into workouts. Let's start off by talking about workouts. And everybody who starts the gym likes bicep curls. Obviously, I understand we all want big ass biceps. We want big shoulders. We want big triceps. But that does not mean that we keep on doing the exercise. Let me tell you one thing. Just because you do a lot of bicep curls, or just because you keep training your biceps more frequently, or you just train your biceps every day, that does not mean that you're going to get big biceps. It might sound logical that if you train your biceps every day, you're working your biceps, so you're going to get big biceps. Doesn't work that way. Believe me, I train my biceps only once a week. Biceps and triceps are very small muscle groups, and shoulders also. These are all like small muscle groups, and they will definitely build. They will eventually build as you move into your lifting career. As you keep lifting weights for a period of time, these muscles are going to build up, and there's nothing you need to worry about. So there's no point in overdoing these exercises and neglecting the main lifts or the compound lifts that really matter and that will take your physique to the next level. So make sure that just because you like a body part or you want that body part to grow, do not overtrain it or do not overdo the exercises. Make sure you start off with a proper base. Do lots of compound movements. Compound movements are something that involve more than one muscle group. Okay, this is just like an introduction video, so I will talk about all these topics in depth in the upcoming videos. For example, compound movements are your bench press, your deadlift, your squat, your dumbbell rows, your lat pull downs. These are all compound movements, and make sure you incorporate more compound movements, more heavy exercises rather than all isolated movements like your chest flies, your bicep curls, your tricep push downs. So make sure you focus more on the compound lifts than the isolated exercises. Now that we have an overview of training, let's move into diet. Let's move to macros. Macros are nothing but macronutrients, your proteins, carbs and fats, and these are what make up your calories that you have for the entire day. Now this is just a universal rule. This is simple, this is super simple, but people try to complicate it and give all sorts of different kinds of diets and make it super complicated that you get scared. Oh my god, what am I doing? That is not the case. It is super simple. There is something called as your maintenance calories, the energy that your body requires to function its day-to-day activities. If you have food more than your maintenance calories, that means you're having excess food, which will result in increase in weight. Obviously, you have excess amount of food, so where is it going to go? It will either get converted into muscles or fats. So if you want to increase your weight, if you want to bulk up, make sure you consume a little bit extra than your maintenance calories. Now there are several websites where you can go and find out what your maintenance calorie is. Just log in your details like your height, weight, your body type and all these things, and you will get a number which will be your maintenance calories. If you consume a teeny bit above this maintenance calories, it means you will be putting on weight. That means the smaller your increase to maintenance calories, the slower you'll put on weight, and that is good. So most of the weight that you'll be putting on is going to be muscles. So obviously, if you need to eat more than what is required to increase your weight, you need to eat less than what is required to reduce your weight, which is called as being in a caloric deficit. So if you want to drop weight, there is no huge science. It is simple. Eat less than what is required. Then what you end up doing is you're going to burn up all those fat reserves that you have to get the energy that is required, and by this way you're going to lose the fat. It's as simple as that. It is super simple. Why do you want to name like complicated names for diets and do all that crazy stuff? It's simple. Just eat lesser than what is required. So hope you guys got like a basic idea on what fitness is and on how to look buff. I know that you would have been expecting something else from this video. Again, that I can tell you all these things like do curls like this or do curls like that. That's not going to build muscle. That's not going to help you in any way rather than looking fancy. Here we talk about the real stuff, and these are the basics on how you should, on what you should do to look like you lift. Right? That's the most essential thing. We gotta look like we lift. So thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like these. I'm going to get in depth, and this channel is not just for guys. Women out there, there's a lot of content for you coming. So make sure you stay tuned. I'm rocking the Garthwear lifestyle apparels. It's not yet out. It'll be out soon. Make sure you grab them. And if you like me talking to you guys, I have another channel where I vlog. It's kind of a fitness vlogging channel. Make sure you go there and subscribe to the channel. It'll be on the screen after the end of the video. So yeah, I do provide online coaching, and the email ID is down in the description box. If you want some online fitness coaching, make sure you send me a mail at that email address, and I'll respond to you with the prices of my plans. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.